Look at how the light hits him. He's so beautiful. It's like comforting and upsetting at the same time. See how he's packaged it to be like a cute and comforting song? Oh, I am really looking forward to someday sitting down and watching that entire concert. I really love that song. Definitely my most favorite song out of the album so far. I think that that was definitely the insight into his mind and into his heart that I wanted. And yeah, that makes me think a lot of things from things that I've read from VIP and yeah, just in the future, like if we see him again, like how is he going to be? And I hope that the stuff that he was putting out there to the universe, like he takes that on board as well and is a little bit kinder to himself. Because that's kind of like a song that he needs right now, probably. It was really, really beautiful. And how beautifully was that sung live as well? You literally cannot tell the difference. I love it. He's definitely done being sentimental, isn't he? It's so funny that he always had such a great idea, a strong idea about what this album was going to be because the songs do all fit into this album. You know, sometimes you get an album that's just full of lots of different stuff, and you're kind of like, there's not one theme as such that runs through it. And there's not really anything wrong with that. But I think that this kind of happened quite organically. Like this was how he was feeling, the kind of music that maybe he was liking, and the artist that he was surrounded by, and it came about like that.
come easy 걸 불안한 네 방식 Dizzy girl dizzy boy 막힌 사고방식 갈 길을 못 찾고 또 너는 나갔네 흠뻑 젖은 품에 잠시 널 적실게 Oh baby call me 내가 필요한 거면 tell me 숨기고 있는 건 다 털어놔야 해 I need your body check 지금 넌 내게 긴급 조치해 Tonight 난 너를 꿈꾸고
I love it when a song will put a voice on a pedestal like that. How nice was that? Suddenly drop everything and just give us that. Oh. Nice. I wonder how much of the album he ran past the other members of Big Bang. Obviously, I could see that Teddy was a recurring name on the composing, lyrics, things like that. But I definitely hear Big Bang in it. And I know obviously Teddy's been a huge part of Big Bang's songs as well. But I hear other members in there. And I just wonder how much of this he runs past, or for all of them actually, how much of that they run past each other just as like another sound check and be like, what do you think of this? Like, how does this make you feel? Because yeah, I mean, again, it's interesting for me because Seungri, does he write a lot of Big Bang songs? I think that's what I'm getting at. Like, how confident has he been throughout their careers writing and composing their own songs? Because he's just gone and given us an entire album, which it seemed like he had a part to play in every single song, right? And so that was a bit surprising to me. Maybe I just haven't looked that deeply into Big Bang that I didn't realize that maybe he did play a part in all of their songs too. So yeah, I'll wait to hear from you about that.
Dance with me baby 생각하지 않고 느낌 따라서 갈게 You're so sweet for my chocolate Always you're my queen bee 나라는 꽃에 언제든지 앉아도 돼 Oh baby call me 내가 필요한 거면 tell me 숨기고 있는 건 다 털어놔야 해 I need your body check 지금 넌 내게 긴급 조치해 Tonight 난 너를 꿈꾸고
Oh, I bet this is so nice live. Oh, that voice is like scraping the barrel deep. It's so nice.
It's about good life, babe.
Oh,
I can see hot light bling. You need me, I need you, you love me. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
really? The song ended on that? That's really interesting. I like that. There I was thinking we were going to go into the chorus again, and he's like, nah. Personally, I wasn't expecting him to rap in that whatsoever. And yeah, that was another nice song. Definitely does not dethrone Befriend, I think. But I probably prefer Hotline to. Do I prefer it to Sweet Lie? I don't know. I'll tell you at the end. But another great song. Seriously, no skip album so far for me. And if I'm looking at the list of what's to come, and I love those two songs too. So how is this a skip album? It's actually not. Every single song on this album is so good. You can just see the time and the effort that's gone into putting something like this together. And obviously, he's not even putting just his artistic name to it. Like, this is also when you look at the name of the album, he's also putting his name into the album, so it's like double stamped. So if he's doing that, it needs to be really good. And I can see obviously YG put a lot of money and backing behind it as well. They had a lot of belief in him, and he had a lot to live up to, so it must have been really tough. But I think that he's pulled it off fantastically, don't you think?
Make some noise, everybody, Osaka party people.
I feel like this concert must have just been one massive party.
Easy go, easy go, 구원소나 선호. Easy girl, easy go, 희한테 기시고. 사마요이 이키사키나 그시대. 두번 물했던 물에 된 노라시대. Oh yeah.
I feel like his Japanese is really good, right? Nice. So strong. Oh. He's so good at keeping the energy up. Does he have his own light stick? I'm sorry, am I only just noticing it right now? He's got his own light stick. Oh, that was so short. Why did he not get to the rapping bit? I'm so bummed about that. It's really good to see him perform live. A shocker that he had his own light stick. I'm still not used to those individual light sticks, you know. And yeah, that golden point, you know, when they elevate the voice, really just something to be heard when he's singing in real life. I'm so jealous of all these fans. Like, I feel like all of the K-pop idols, they just have a soft spot for Japanese because they always give them the best shows, the best songs, the best music, everything, best comebacks, all of that. Um, but yeah, I'm really jealous that all these people got to see him perform live, and yeah. So I've not heard the Japanese version. You can just see how much growing up that he's done. When he was sat there and the light was kind of hitting him, he just suddenly looked really mature, and he really is by himself here. And it just hurts so much more to think that he's written this himself. This is honestly the biggest cry for help ever because sometimes you go down a path where you're enjoying yourself, you're doing stuff, you're surrounded by people, and you think you're invincible. And you get to a point where you realize, actually, no, you really are going down the wrong route. And the people that you were constantly turning away from and that you're close with, you kind of push them away. And what do you do about that now? Like, how do you reach out to them? It's awkward, it's almost embarrassing. Like, what can you do? Like, ask for forgiveness, ask for help. And I just feel like this is such a cry for help. I mean, time frame wise, I'm not entirely sure, but I just feel like he was preempting something, that something was about to go wrong. He obviously felt very protected in Big Bang. Gosh, he looks super serious there, doesn't he? Why are all these short versions? It's really bugging me. That's definitely my most favorite song from the entire album. If I'm counting the stuff that I'd heard previously, okay, I think that it's such a stunning song. I think it could even be a Big Bang song, you know what I mean? It's one of those where it's just it could have been the title track. Okay, I really love 1, 2, 3, so don't think that I'm hating on it. But if it's not the title track, it could have at least been the B side. I mean, this is giving us such an insight into his heart, and I just would have loved for it to have a really like a pared down music video, just him and a spotlight. It would have been absolutely fine. Like nobody minds that. Um, I think, yeah, this is definitely the at least B side for me. There's going to be another goddamn short version, isn't it? I'm not bitter at all.
一から続く毎時間は終わり
Oh, I just remembered how much I love this song.
出会えたならいい俺より君のこともっと大切にするいい人
And that is what you pay good money for. Listen to that voice live.
君は愛してたか言葉と記憶君に乗せべて俺に安らぎを揺れた永遠に愛しい人
How good does that sound?
Baby, good luck to you. Hey. Oh. Hey. Oh.
Look at the production that this is.
Wake up, my honey. So many times I call your name. もう夢なら覚め俺より幸せになることを約束してよ
Oh, I'm again so freaking irritated at these short versions. However, that was a really amazing performance. And yeah, I just remembered everything that he was rehearsing that he was just going to give us right there. That is a stunning song. If I'm talking the full album, taking into account everything that I've heard, um, My number one is Alone, followed very closely by Good Luck to You. And then I would say Be Friend would come in third. But if I'm talking about songs I have heard for the first time today, I would say Be Friend. And if I talk about collabs with people that I love, then I really love Mollado. I think that him and BI, they just sounded so good together. I really love that. And I really love that live performance as well. Um, you were right. I do love this album. God, you know me so well. The thing with Seungri is that he has become my weakness. I really love him so much, and I just feel like I need to protect him. And now that we've got the bulk of the album out of the way, and you know that I love it, and I can kind of talk a little bit more seriously. Every single time the Burning Sun scandal comes up anywhere, I start reading it again because it doesn't make sense. Okay. And I think you know exactly where I stand in all of this. I question everything. So, like in England, this is a really ridiculous example, but I just want to tell you to the extent that I question things. In England, there is a television program, an entertainment program called The Great British Bake Off. And all these people come in, contestants, real life people, and they compete to be the best baker. And I'm convinced that this year, one of them was a hired actor. That's how much I question things. Isn't that absolutely ridiculous? Why would they do that? Why would they not just let people come on that can bake, or that people that come on that can not bake and let it be a little bit funny? But I was convinced that one of them was a mole. They'd been paid, and because we knew nothing about them, and their backstory didn't really seem real. They didn't seem real. Their family didn't seem real. They really weren't that good, yet they got really far into the competition as well. And I think that in society and in life, every now and again, things like that are planted, and people generally being sheep and being afraid to question things go along with it and they believe it. And I'm not one of those people. I question everything, everything, probably irritatingly so. Um, so I question it every single time that goddamn scandal comes up on my timeline. I read it and I question it, and I will write a paper on it at this point because it really bugs me how so much doesn't make sense. And actually, in recent times, some of the other members in that scandal have been uh, I don't know what the what the right wording is. I'm clearly not from a law background. They have been sentenced. That is the word. They've been sentenced, and it's interesting when you take into account the crimes that they have committed and they have been convicted for, and the sentencing that they have received, and then you take into account what Seungri has been convicted for and his sentencing and how he has been treated everywhere by people. And I don't even give a damn about Twitter because people are just jumping on a bandwagon without any knowledge. What I care about are VIPs that were there at that point with this boy and that are there with him now. And I'm 100% there with him now. And I don't believe that everything that we have been told is 100% the truth. I think that he was surrounded by a lot of people that were not good for him. He made some poor choices, but I don't think that he's capable of a lot of stuff that he's been accused of. And I think that unfortunately, some of the other stuff gets put under, when you put it under the Burning Sun scandal, everyone thinks that it's all sex related crimes. And some of the stuff that he's been convicted for is not that at all. It's food related, isn't it? It's restaurant business related, which is very different. So there are a lot of facts that people need to get right. And I just want to make my stance very clear. Big Bang is OT5. You can only love them as a 5 because they've only ever released one freaking half done song as a 4, and that's it. Then they've disappeared off the face of this planet. So what are you doing being an OT4? Can you see I'm getting all fired up? Um, so yeah, I am an OT5. I love all of them equally. And I love this boy so much. I feel so protective over him. I think he is a great talent. And I hope that things work out for him in the future. I will always support him. I will always love him. And I have faith in G Dragon because he's going to make it happen. He's going to prove everyone wrong. And we're going to get them back at some point, some way. But if not, I actually just want him to be happy and healthy. I think that's the main thing. I want him to be at peace with what's happened, which is really tough, especially for a guy that young who had lived a particular life and then kind of had it taken away from him. I hope that he's able to overcome that, forgive himself for other mistakes that maybe led to coming across certain people and poor choices. Um, but yeah, he is a special individual. back to the idol side for a second. I think he's fantastic. I absolutely love and adore his voice. I really rate him up there as one of the greatest singers that I've come across in the K-pop industry. And I actually really just love it when he sings to us with a microphone under a spotlight. I don't even care if he doesn't dance. I love his dancing, but I don't care if he doesn't dance. I just want him to sing. I think that there's just such a beautiful emotion behind that voice. And I really love his personality too. He's cheeky, he's funny, he doesn't mind being the butt of the joke in order to make a situation light. And I hope that that doesn't change. When he emerges back to us, I hope that he still has that in his personality. I wish him all the best for the future. I will be here waiting, watching, supporting, and questioning everything. And I hope you will too, because that's what life's all about. Don't just believe what people tell you. God, good Lord. If you start doing that, what a boring life you're leading. Um, Thank you so much for this recommendation. I really appreciate it. You guys are amazing, and I really believe you. You know me so well, and I believe you when you say that this is a no skip album, the greatest thing that he's put out there, an unmissable album by him. So much love for him that I receive in the comments. And please do continue that. Talk to me about this album, about these songs, and I asked loads of questions during this video and I'm expecting an answer. So please answer. Thank you so much for joining me for that reaction. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please do subscribe to my channel for lots more content. Like the video if you liked it, of course. And until I see you next time, take care. Stay safe. Bye.